Abilene Maverick was banned from ringside in this matchup as Paola, the Colombian goat, makes her way to the ring in our main event matchup, a rematch against Santana Garrett, which, David, you told us Abilene Maverick would not be allowed ringside.
Well, she's not going to be, because there's one thing Abilene loves more than fame, and that's money. So I got to tell you, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, Abilene Maverick. You have been personally banned from this main event match.
Take a hike.
Fans, you know it. Abilene Maverick has been banned. Abilene, I know there's one thing you love more than fame and fortune, and that's money. And if you don't leave the ringside area, you will be fined $5,000 tonight.
Boy, that'll help you change your mind really quick. Abilene Maverick not happy about this. And I think that they thought they could get away with it, David.
Help escort her right back up that ramp. Jeff McGowan, escort the former champion Abilene Maverick right back up that ramp. Paola, your match is a singles competition without Abilene Maverick at ringside.
Abilene Maverick being taken out of the arena by official Jeff McGowan. And what a fight Abilene Maverick is putting up, David. Paola seems to be absolutely frustrated and devastated by this, David.
She certainly is, but she's going to have to get in the ring by herself tonight and face the former champion of WOW, Santana Garrett, one-on-one. Abilene Maverick has been banned, and I know even though she was fighting Jeff McGowan, she didn't want to lose 5 G's out of her pocketbook.
Who would, David? It looks like the VIP party is just scheduled for one in this main event match.
Katie Marie Jones, let's make the introduction to the competitor.
And her opponent from Ocala, Florida, it's Santana Garrett.
3 weeks ago, these two, Paola and Santana Garrett, faced off. Abilene Maverick stuck her nose in that matchup as Santana Garrett was going for the Shining Star Press, pulling out the arm of Garrett and costing her that matchup, David. A loss to Paola Mayfield. Santana Garrett immediately, David, then asked you for the rematch, and that's how we wound up in tonight's main event.
The image from the Battle Royal still rings in my mind of Santana Garrett looking at that WOW World Championship title, looking at it as she had lost her opportunity to win the gold a second time in WOW. She's now looking to make her mark again and climb the ladder to greatness in WOW.
Paola Mayfield having to go one-on-one without Abilene Maverick ringside. We will see what she is made of now.
Paola putting herself through the second rope, clearly a trick from Abilene Maverick, right out of her page book.
Well, don't you know that Abilene Maverick has been studying tapes with Paola Mayfield, trying to coach her on, and I'm sure has taught her every single dirty trick in the book.
She's trying to avoid the former champ. Look at her. Is she checking on her boots?
Don't you remember, David, in that 12 superhero over the top battle royal, when Paola was eliminated by everybody in the matchup for sitting up on that top turnbuckle and just worrying about her nails, David.
The two competitors lock up.
The VIPs not necessarily fan favorites out front or in the locker room now as these two superheroes lock up. Referee Charlie Wu calls for the break. Paola saying Santana was in the hair, but that wasn't my view on that, David.
The crowd is fired up for this main event. Charlie Wu talking to Santana Garrett. The two competitors lock up again, and Santana takes Paola to the corner, forcing her back, now taking over the reality star in the ring. Paola quickly goes to the outside. Another example of the Abilene Maverick hate playbook. Santana's getting ready to chase her, though. I don't know if that's a wise move.
Ooh.
Oh, and she pays the price. Being driven down, having her left leg taken out
goodness, we're not having a cookout at Santana's house. That grill is busted. Now as Paola Mayfield just taking it to Santana Garrett. Paola, proud of herself now, rolling in the ring. Gonna go for the cover now on Garrett. This is as good a chance as any. Somehow, miraculously, Santana Garrett able to kick out at one even after her head was rammed into steel stairs. Wow, what a powerful opponent Santana is.
The reality star showing what she's made out of. Right now, coming back into the ring and pounding with a right hook to the chest of Santana Garrett. And now drilling her forehead. Paola up on the second rope, but thrown off by Santana, who is able to shrink herself and get some leverage to toss her from the second rope.
You see Paola just mocking Santana Garrett, David. Now a couple of shots to the midsection from Garrett, but answered back by Paola with that knee lift to the midsection, David. Paola follows up.
Running across the ring, hitting her right in the jaw, and then taking her down with a snapmare is the reality star from Colombia who resides in Miami, Florida.
I got to give her credit, though, David, as Paola just hammers away and uses the hair of Santana Garrett to be able to hang in a matchup with the former WOW World Champion and former WOW World Tag Team Champion. Santana Garrett says a lot about the training that Paola has been doing with Abilene Maverick.
Blows to the midsections, helping Santana get up, and now she quickly went for a pin. Santana Garrett wants a victory here.
Paola fighting back with a forearm shot, and after those steel steps, Santana might have been able to kick out, but boy, she has paid the price dearly in this matchup, David.
Paola, the reality star, showing what she's made of here without Abalene Maverick at ringside to assist her. Santana's got her hands full.
And Santana Garrett, the 16-year veteran, kicking out at two.
Rolling that right shoulder successfully to avoid the pin by Paola, the Colombian goat, who right now takes Santana over the bottom rope, Nigel.
She took a crash course in underhanded tactics by Abilene Maverick, no doubt about it before this matchup. Back elbow from Santana Garrett, who's trying desperately to fight her way into this matchup. Paola runs knee first into that second turnbuckle, and this is an opening, David, for Santana Garrett.
Well, Santana was able to move just in time to avoid that knee. Santana is weary, though. You can see she is weary. The legs are a bit loose, and now Paola jams her into the top turnbuckle. Santana Garrett, the former champion of WOW Women of Wrestling, showing what she's been made out of, why she's been a success, why she's been in every league in professional wrestling. She returns to WOW for greatness right now, and she's got a challenge on her hands.
And Paola using every piece of the ring to torture Santana Garrett this time, using that rope, that solid steel cable rope, David. Now burying the knee right in the shoulders of Santana Garrett, trying to take away any strength that she might have. Santana Garrett, of course, fighting back though like the champion that she is. Forearm shots now being traded between these two WOW superheroes. Santana Garrett dragging Paola across the ring.
Santana whipping that hair back, trying to grab herself and get an advantage here. Still, the legs are weary. You can see the legs are weary. She's unable. She's gathering some strength, though. I saw it in her eye. Santana Garrett standing toe-to-toe with the Colombian goat right now.
What a brawl this is between these two WOW superheroes. Shots just going back and forth. And now, Santana Garrett taking control. Paola swings, but Santana ducks. And both women, both superheroes, thinking the same thing, David.
And both of their heads are driven into the WOW's purple mat.
And now the question becomes, which one of these superheroes can make it to their feet first and capitalize?
Just for the new wrestling fans, if neither one gets to their feet, Nigel, it is a countout.
That's right, the count.
Double countout.
That would be correct, David. Now as Charlie Wu continues to administer the count, but both women working their way back up to a vertical base. Santana Garrett sending Paola down 2 times in a row now. And Garrett with the eat defeat. sending Paola into the corner. Garrett now fully charged up. Back handspring elbow, signature maneuver of Santana.
She's doing it on instinct only. Santana Garrett takes the reality star to the ropes. The reality star holds on. She turns around and there's a left hook from Santana Garrett.
That's the rise and shine, but it wasn't a bright day for Paola now. Santana Garrett follows up on the super kick, and now Garrett going for the shining star press. She connects, she has the leg in